All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Northern Region Strategy Meeting. I will ask our Northern Region Chairperson, May Zain Al-Din, to welcome everybody.
Good morning, everybody, and I hope this is going to be a great start for a new beginning for the Northern Region. Adil, thank you for being here as the Secretary General. I'm sure you are going to add a lot, and you are already like I love the spirit. Wael, you have been with IWBF much longer than I have been, so I'm sure we are going to learn from your experience. We are waiting for Mohammed Gamal, responsible for the coaching commission, and for the classification. Also, Ibtisam, right?
Welcome Ibtisam from the NIWB of Morocco.
Yeah. So let's start, and maybe Adel, you can, in case we need any
Hello,
translation.
everyone.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
How are you, Ibtisam?
Yeah,
Glad
I'm
to
fine,
have you
thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
to the Northern Region
Thank you.
group, and I'm sure we are going to all support each other during the coming phase.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, so we'll run through the agenda. I will ask, obviously, my Arabic and French is non-existent, so I will just quickly run through it, and then I'll ask May to just translate into Arabic. Obviously, first point on the agenda, their roles and responsibilities, expectations of the Northern Region Commission. We'll go through just the structure and organogram of the Northern Region. We'll talk about the development workshops, competition. The two major competitions are in the regional qualifiers later this year in Libya, and the zonal, not regional qualifiers, zonal competition is in Egypt later, and then we'll end off with some general discussion. May?
اوكي، احنا دلوقتي هنتكلم على الخطة اللي جاية والأجندة. هنتكلم فيها على البطولة اللي هتحصل في ليبيا، وبعد كده في الجزائر إن شاء الله، وهيكون في general discussion بعديها، والرولز والواجبات والحقوق بتاعت كل شخص. يعني طبعا انا عندي الترجمة ممكن ما تبقاش 100%، فلو في اي حاجة مش واضحة قولوا لي.
هو
شكرا.
بس معلش جاري, this translation for the who is attending this meeting, or you would like to have the translation for everyone listening in the future, the recording, because I believe everyone here can understand English, so we can go through with the English here.
Yeah, well, it's for people that will listen to the video later.
Okay, great.
All right, but thank you. All right, so next on the agenda, I'll go quickly through the membership, the current status of membership here. The graphics were as of the 11th of December. You will see there I've listed the countries in good standing, obviously members that are up to date. The members that are highlighted in orange on the right there are members that are on their final reminder. So if we look at the Northern Region, Tunisia needs to get their membership up to date. There are no members suspended in the Northern Region, and then of course Mauritania has obviously expressed interest to become a member. We have sent them all the relevant documentation to get the membership done, and I think it's now Adele, if you can follow up, make sure that they get that application in, and if they need any assistance, obviously we can offer that. Right? Go ahead, May.
I'm sorry, I was talking without with being muted. احنا بنبص على دلوقتي على الكونديشن بتاعة كل دولة، وموريتانيا عايزة إن هي تخش معانا في النورثern ريجن، وإحنا اوريدي بنتكلم معاهم وفي تفاوض معاهم. تونسيا لسه ما دفعوش الممبرشيب فيز بتاعتهم أو الفلوس بتاعت الاشتراك، فإحنا محتاجين برضو نتواصل معاهم. بس that's it. Please عادل, لو if I'm missing anything in the translation part, maybe you can also help out if I missed out anything.
All right, moving on. This is the qualification process. Like what we did the previous year for the qualification for Ghana and the African Para Games. That qualification process is now the strategy going forward for IWBF Africa. So for senior competition, men will still be 12 teams, and for the moment, women will remain at the 8 teams. The host nation of a zonal qualification will automatically get qualification to that tournament. In the men, the defending champions of the previous zonal championships get automatic qualification. And in the women, it's the defending champions and the runner-up. And then in men's side of the competition, winner and runner-up of each of the regional qualifiers will qualify for the zonal competition. And in the women's, it will be just the women's, just the winners of the regional tournaments. Mate?
Okay.
Adil, if you can help out with this, because
هو في الحقيقة يتكلم عن طريقة التأهيل في البطولات كما جرى في غانا. فيما يخص الفرق الكبار تتكون 12 فريق من الرجال و8 فرق من النساء. فيما يخص المناطق أو الزون يعني يستطيع التأهيل لهذه البطولة، ويبقى الفائز المحافظ على لقبه المشاركة.
Idle, if I can ask you, your microphone is very like it's breaking up.
Low, I see.
Yeah, so maybe if you can move closer to your microphone, but we'll move on to the next slide.
So shall I repeat what I translated or I carry on?
No, it should be okay. I'll move on to the next slide. You can explain the next slide. It's similar.
Sure. Now is it clear now? Is it much better now? Sound?
Yes, much better. All right.
Okay.
So the graphic that is on screen shows the same information as the previous graphic. So we start off with the regional qualifiers, we move to the African qualifiers, and then we progress to the world competition. For the senior men's qualifiers, 1 host, 1 previous winner, 10 winner and runner-up per region gives us 12 teams.
اوكي، بالنسبه للشكل الذي نراه امامنا هو يحدد نوعيه التأهيل بالنسبه للاقليمي والافريقي بصفه عامه، وكذلك البطولات العالميه وكاس العالم. نجد ان المناطق فيها دوله واحده الهوست 1، والثانيه هي الفائز السابق كما هو مشار في الشكل الذي امامنا. رقم 10 هم الفائزين من كل الفائزين من المناطق، وحجم المسابقات 12 مسابقة.
All right, moving on to the junior under 22 and under 24 women. Similar concept to the women's competition in the seniors. It's the host nation automatic qualifier, the winner and runner-up of the previous championships, and then the winners of each of the regional tournaments will then qualify for the zonal competition.
كما هو الحال بالنسبة للنساء من 8 فرق، نفس الوضع بالنسبة للرجال. Is this for women?
This is
I can.
it's for the under 23 men, under 25 women, and the women.
اوكي يعني السن ما تحت ال 25 under 25 and
Under 23 and senior women.
تحت 23 بالنسبة للنساء كبار يعني.
All right, these are the countries in the northern region that we have sent invitations out, with the exception of Sudan, but Idol informs me yesterday that he's made contact with Sudan, so we shall hopefully get them on board soon. One point we will make a note of: the IWBF Executive Council has agreed to invite all NOWBs to participate in this regional competition. So that includes the non-members, on the provision that they sign up with when they come to the competition, they pay their membership fee and they do the relevant documentation, so we can assist them becoming members. But if they take part in the competition as a non-member, they cannot qualify for the zonal competition. They will be attending that competition just as a development process, friendly, and there is the results against those the non-member countries will not count.
هذا الجدول الذي أمامنا يوضح حالة كل دولة وعضويتها. الآن فيما يخص المشاركات قرر المجلس التنفيذي على منح الفرصة للدول الغير الأعضاء التي لم يتسنى لها دفع الرسوم بعد المشاركة في البطولة القادمة، حتى يتم إتمام الإجراءات والحوار معهم أثناء البطولة، ولكنهم يستطيعوا المشاركة في البطولة القادمة. هذا قرار اتخذه المجلس التنفيذي فيما يخص الأعضاء الغير الذين لم يتسنى لهم دفع رسومهم بعد.
Is it possible to add the non-members who did not pay, so we just know who are the countries that are part of the northern region? And
Yes, May, that's on screen. All of the members are in good standing. With Tunisia, though, have been issued with a final reminder by the Secretary General, Mr. Norbert Kusera. So Tunisia needs to just make their $150 payment to make sure that they're now in good standing. The Mauritania, as I said, documents have been sent to Mr. Mohammed Mourid, and so again from the Northern Region Commission, following up with him to make sure that he completes the required process and documentation. And then lastly, Sudan, as I said, Adol has made contact with somebody from Sudan, and hopefully we can begin getting them on board as soon as possible. So those are the countries in your zone.
So all in all, there are 7 countries.
That's correct.
Okay.
There is provision, contentious provision for Western Sahara. But realistically, I don't think anything's happening on that front.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I won't go through the detail. Yes, Ibtisam?
I'm sorry. Yes, I have one question regarding Western Sahara. Is it a member of IWBF Africa?
No, they are not.
So
if
there is no. Wait. Yes.
Yeah. No, they are not a member. If they wanted to take part, they would have to apply to take part through the Northern Region Commission, and then obviously they would have to become a member of IWBF. But at the moment, they've made no application. There's no interest from them. So that's the current situation.
So I don't think that there is no be present in there is no be of Western Sahara. So this was maybe discussed in late General Assembly of IWBF, that there is no be represented by Western Sahara.
Yeah, there is nothing from Western Sahara. So I think the best situation is when there is an application, we can then look at it. But right now, there's nothing from Western Sahara, so they're not part of it.
Yes, okay. Fine.
كنت أتساءل عن الصحراء الغربية، هل هم سيكونوا أعضاء في هذه المنطقة؟ وأجاب السيد كيري السكرتير العام للمحكمة أنه لم يتم اتخاذ القرار بعد فيما يخص انضمام الصحراء الغربية يعني. شكرا.
Okay, the slide on screen now, I won't go through it, but it will be in your presentation. Just some things to highlight are the dates of the different regional tournaments. Under the registration, it is vitally important that the player eligibility process is completed, and any NOWB needing assistance with player eligibility should make it known so that we can assist them, making sure that all the players are registered. I know Ibtisam can feel the pain of the process because we've been through it with Ghana, so it is quite a lengthy process, but it does need to get done. Of course, the one other thing I will highlight here, registration fees for the regional tournaments, it's broken down there. So in total, each NOWB would pay $5,000 to take part in it. Adel?
الجدول الذي أمامنا يظهر عملية التواريخ المحددة للبطولات، وكذلك عملية التسجيل والاشتراطات التسجيل ودفع المساهمات وغيرها. والسيدة ابتسام هي أدرى أكثر بهذا الموضوع، وهي التي تنشغل الآن في تحديد هذه الخطوات. ولكن الجدول يوضح في الأسفل إلى اليسار التواريخ حول البطولات التي تقام في كل منطقة على حدة.
All right, and this graphic relates to the zonal competition, which is going to take, well, it's currently scheduled to take place on the 13th to the 20th of December in Egypt. Obviously waiting for confirmation on that date. It might change. I was informed to potentially January 2025, but no communication on that at the moment. So we'll stick with the December date until further notice. Just to highlight some important deadlines, player eligibility must be completed by the 1st of September. And long list in also at the same time as that. And then final team list and payments are due by the 13th of November. The beauty about trying to do the player eligibility during the regional tournament is that by the time those teams that have qualified for the under 22 zonal championships should have most of the paperwork completed by then, and it would just be finishing off documents for new players. And then on the right-hand column, competition rules are standard. Adel?
السيدة مي، هل بالإمكان التحدث الآن؟ لأن الموضوع يخص مصر، يعني ربما تكوني أنت أدرى في هذا الموضوع.
دلوقتي المفروض إن شاء الله البطولة تقام في مصر في شهر ديسمبر، ولكن كان في طلب موجه إن هي تبقى تتعمل في شهر يناير 2025. لسه لغاية دلوقتي ما جاش أي تأكيد من اللجنة البارالمبية بخصوص التواريخ، فهنسيب التاريخ اللي في ديسمبر 2024 كما هو الآن. وده بالنسبة لمواعيد البطولة. أما بخصوص اللاعبين الجدد، فالمفروض ان احنا يكون في سبتمبر الاوراق بتاعتهم اتقدمت وتخلص بالكتير قوي في نوفمبر، ولكن الأفضل طبعا إن في خلال البطولة في ليبيا نخلي إن كل اللاعبين اللي تحت 23 سنة أو تحت 22 سنة يخلصوا الأوراق بتاعتهم قدر المستطاع، ويكون في بس اللعيبة الجدد اللي سيتم إضافتهم بعد كده.
All right, thank you, May and Adol. All right, so on screen now is the calendar for 2024. On the right-hand side is the details of all the regional qualifiers for the under-22s. On the right-hand side, you will see that we are launching the IWBF Africa Club Champs for men and women. And this will start in October, end of September, October, with the final being final championships taking part in South Africa in November 2024. So the most important thing to note here is that this is a development year, with all our senior programs only really having qualification competition in 2025. It gives us a chance to develop club basketball. And we hope to see all the NOWBs taking part in a club in the regional club championships, and obviously from the under-22 men's program. I know not every NOWB has an under-22 program, but it is now something that the Executive Council is going to insist on, and there are discussions in place for those that do not have an under-22 men's program and an under-24 women's program. They will be sanctioned with regards to taking part in senior competition. But we'll obviously communicate this more once we finalized everything. Go ahead.
عادل.
الجدول يوضح تقويم المباريات، أقصد البطولات التي ستقام كل حسب العمر المدرج. هناك الآن بطولة النوادي الإقليمية، والمرشح أن هي ستكون في أكتوبر في جنوب أفريقيا. فهناك جدول يبين كل بطولة وتاريخ انعقادها يعني أو تنظيمها. تفضلي أستاذة مي، لو عندك أي إضافة تفضلي.
And I have a question, Jerry, maybe not related to this slide specifically, but you mentioned earlier in another meeting about the youth development camp
Yes.
that is are we going to, is it going to be part of the calendar?
Yes, it will. We can discuss it when we get to the general section.
Okay.
But yeah, we just need to, there's still a bit of finalizing to do on that side of things, but we'll talk about it towards the end of the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Talking on development workshops, so as we have mentioned already, during the 2023 regional competitions that we went around the different regions, most of the NOWBs were begging for development capacity building workshops, specifically classification, technical coaching, and even administration. So we believe that the strategy of using these regional tournaments to develop within the regions. So we will be doing 2 days before the scheduled events of the regional tournament, the game schedules. We'll then do the technical classification, coaching, and administration workshops. And then on the right there, obviously, with regards to the Northern Region meetings, today is the first meeting, but I think setting up a regular schedule of meetings, we can update and have regular discussion about how things are going and report back.
هذا الجدول يبين ورش العمل التي سيتم تنفيذها فيما يخص رفع الكفاءة، التدريب والتصنيف والإدارة في كل منطقة. الآن أمامنا باللون الذهبي أو الأصفر ما سيقام في ليبيا هناك ورش عمل يتم الإعداد لها، وسيكون هناك اجتماعات أو لقاءات قريبة جدا لأجل تحديد نوعية هذه الورش والحديث عنها أكثر وأكثر في اجتماع قادم مع المنطقة.
Just one extra note with regards to the workshops. We will be starting in the first or from the 1st of March. We will start online development workshops. So there'll be online coaching sessions. There'll be online technical sessions as well as online classification sessions. So we will get information once those relevant commissions have finalized their programs. And we will share that information so that the NOWB representatives in those fields can take part.
أود أن أضيف ملاحظة هامة أنه بدءا من الأول من شهر مارس تكون هناك ورش عمل عن بعد فيما يخص كل الدورات، الإدارة والتصنيف والتدريب وغيرها. نحن يعني سننشر أكثر محتويات عن هذا الموضوع، ولكن الورش ستبدأ في الأول أو بداية شهر مارس.
Jerry, I have a question in that regard, if
Yes.
you don't mind.
Yes.
I have two questions. First, who is going to be eligible for those workshops? For example, the elderly or the senior players, can they be in? Will there be a specific criteria? And is it going to be for free or financed? And about the language, is it going to be in English or we can choose the language? And will there be a certificate from IWBF?
السيد الرئيس تسأل عن نوعية هذه الدورات، من هو المستهدف فعلا، هل هم من الكبار أم غيرهم؟ وكذلك هل هذه الدورات ستكون بمقابل أو مجانا؟ تفضل السيد جيري يجاوب على السؤال. Please, Jerry, just state the question. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, May. So just to run through that, all the workshops will be open to all the NOWBs. So if with regards to coaching, I think the first round of workshops we're going to do online is targeted for entry-level workshops, so the basics. So that would be more applicable to beginner coaches, maybe national coaches that haven't had international experience, just to run through that. I had a meeting with the coaching commission a couple of days ago. Obviously, Abdullah is the chairperson for the coaching commission, and he will conduct those workshops in Arabic and French. Or if there's no need to do it in French, then he'll do it in Arabic, but either language. Again, classification, we had a meeting with them. They will also come up with a strategy to run the workshops in the different languages. So the best would be probably to break them down into the regional workshops rather than one big workshop where all of a sudden there's 500 coaches on all wanting to ask questions. So it would probably make more sense to break it down into smaller workshops. But as soon as the commissions have finalized that, we can obviously share more information on that. Yeah, go well.
الكل مستهدف في هذه الدورات، ولكن نحن سنبدأ دورة للمبتدئين على سبيل المثال فيما يخص التدريب. هناك السيد عبد الحق المسؤول عن التدريب، لديه برامج تدريبية داخل هذه الورش، وهو الآن يعد استراتيجية ستحقق الغاية. كذلك بالنسبة للتصنيف هناك استراتيجية. هو القصد من هذه الورش أنها ستقسم إلى أجزاء، بحيث تبدأ للمبتدئين beginners، وبعدين تدريجيا ترتقي إلى مستويات أعلى. نحن رأينا أنه من الضروري فصل هذه المستويات عن بعض البعض حتى يتم فهمها واستيعابها من الجميع بطريقة سلسة.
Go ahead.
أستاذ عادل، أنا كان
yeah,
عندي سؤال بس.
go ahead. Well,
زي سؤال.
Yes, Jerry. Actually, it's a great work that IWB Africa is actually doing development workshop. I have just a recommendation, if it's possible, for the referees to attend also the coaching development workshop and the classification workshop,
أود
because
أولا أن أعبر عن خالص الشكر لما يقوم به الاتحاد الأفريقي في هذا الصدد، ولكنني أود أن أطرح مدى إمكانية إدراج التحكيم أيضا في هذه المنظومة. شكرا.
because the main reason for that is in modern officiating that the referee has to understand how is the wheelchair, how the player are playing, and also he has to know about the classification because it will help him for the referee. So if it's possible, for example, in some region it can be easy, but different region it's difficult due to the number. But if it's possible, it will be great for the referees to join this kind of development workshop.
أنا أقترح أن يتم رفع كفاءة الحكام فيما يخص التعرف أكثر وأقرب عن اللاعبين واللعبة والكراسي والتصنيف وغيرها من المكونات اللعبة. فهذا هو الطرح الذي أتمنى أن يتوفر لديكم.
أستاذ عادل، أستاذنك سؤال.
تفضل.
دلوقتي أنا عندي تصور أنا طبعا بما إني طبعا برحب بيكم جدا، برحب بالأعضاء كلهم يعني، وأنا ليا الشرف إن أكون معاكم يعني. دي نقطة. النقطة التانية، طب لو في اقتراحات أو في تصورات تانية للمحتوى بتاع البرامج التدريبية للمدربين. أنا حضرت معاكم الاجتماع اللي فات، اللي هو الأربع اللي فات، كان في محتوى ليفل 1 2 3، ولكن في بعض الأمور أو في بعض الحاجات المدربين محتاجينها، بما إني اشتغلت شوية مع منتخب مصر فترات والمنتخب السعودي. ففي بعض الحاجات كانت أنا شايفها المدربين ناقصاها وكده. هل لو أنا عندي تصور تاني أو تصور في المحتوى، هل يؤخذ به ولا مجرد ده رولز معينة أو معينة؟ شكرا.
منذ أن حضرت آخر اجتماع معكم
I think maybe we need to do this in translation to English for Jerry to
reply. Yes, please.
Yes, of course. Go ahead. Sorry. Yes.
شكرا أستاذ زماني.
شكرا.
So this issue is about the training. The gentleman asked if is it possible to add more contests to the strategic, the current one concerning the training. He said there's since last meeting we discussed the level 1 and 2. But is it okay? Do you accept any more ideas about training strategy, or is it fixed? Just the one we have now. If you do have, if you don't mind, then we can add more elements to it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let me start first by responding to Wael's comment. With regards to the attendance of the different workshop, Wael, yes, I think it's a very good idea that the referees can attend classification and coaching in the same breath. I think coaches can attend technical. I don't know that classification need to attend, but I think it should be open to all. If you look at part of the coaching strategy, that is engaging with international referees to get better clarity on certain rules and regulations, so they already have identified the same situation. So absolutely, and I think that's something that once the technical commission, the coaching commission, and the classification commission have finalized their online workshop presentations, we can then notify everybody of this. I think that is a great idea, and it's important aspect.
نعم السيد وائل، إجابة السيد وائل، نعم يستطيع المدربين حضور هذه الورش. إنها فكرة جيدة ممتازة يعني، ستدمج ضمن الورش العمل التصنيف. نعم أعتقد أنها مسموح بها وتكرار.
All right, and then to respond to Mahmoud's comment about the
It's
level.
Muhammad Gamal.
Mohammed, my apologies.
Yeah.
Mohammed, yeah, with regards to Mohammed's questions, that is, yes, the presentation that the Coaching Commission did on Monday was a basic framework of the types of content, but there is definitely a lot more to go into those documents. You would have obviously received the presentation and use the Coaching Commission WhatsApp group as a forum to present your suggestions. You can do it in Arabic. Obviously, Abdullah can make comment. And then we will eventually have quite a comprehensive syllabus for a entry-level basics work, workshop or modules. Then level 1, level 2, and even a level 3. So there's still a lot of work to get the structure of these training courses, basically, if that's the right word, to get it to a perfect level. But yes, by all means, make suggestions if you feel that they've missed out on something. So not a problem.
Thank you.
إجابتي
Thank you.
على السؤال السيد محمد جمال فيما يخص ورش العمل وإضافة المكونات لها، إن الورشة التي نفذناها يوم الاثنين كانت بمثابة قواعد أساسية، ولكن هل هي تستوعب أكثر من البيانات ومن الأفكار؟ نعم، يمكنك استخدام أو التواصل من خلال غرفة الواتس الخاصة بهذا الموضوع وكتابة أو إدراج أي مقترح. والسيد عبد الحق هو موجود عضو في هذه الغرفة وسيستقبل كل أفكارك. نعم، نحن في حاجة إلى زيادة مادة إعلامية أكثر وأكثر ونستوعب الكثير من الأفكار.
All right.
I kindly have a request,
شكراً.
if you don't mind, regarding the other meetings that are being done for coaching or technical or classification. I would like that maybe when you attend such meeting that you get back to Adil and myself and tell us what are the updates, so we know what is happening for every about every commission or in every commission. And maybe you can also share your ideas and the suggestions, so Adil and I can be updated with what's happening with those commissions, please.
May
if you
I
can translate.
yeah, translate first.
لدي طلب من فضلك، هو يجب إعلامنا، يفترض أن نكون على دراية فيما يحدث فيما يخص اجتماع منظمات الكوميشنز أو المجالس، صحيح؟ حتى يتم إعلامنا لكي تتكون لدينا فكرة عن ما يحصل فيما يخص التدريب والتصنيف وغيرها من الأمور التي تناقش.
May, what I am planning on doing is I'm going to create a Google Drive for each of the regions, and in that Google Drive, I will then share with whoever's needs access to that information. I will have a Northern Region Drive with all the meetings that took place, the recordings, the presentations. There will be a folder there with documents that I would then ask Adal to help translate, for example. Per commission, we will have the databases of contact, of referees, coaches, technical officials, and documentation that we need to keep up to date. So I think it's good that the regional, coaching representative, technical classification, they should be reporting back to the Northern Commission. But to assist, we can also, from my side, I do have quite a extensive database of information here, so I can share that with you to try and make sure that you've got the most recent up-to-date stuff. And in the same breath, I think one of the problems we find is we send out invitations or correspondence to the NOWBs, but then later find out that the person that we had as the contact no longer is involved and they've moved on and they're not the president, and then that information didn't get to the country. So I think when you are made aware that there's a new person in charge, please let myself know so that I can update the database, and then and that way we always keep up to date.
نعم، الآن أنا عاكف على تصميم ذاكرة داخل جوجل تنقسم لكل منطقة على حدة، وسيتم إدراج داخل هذه الذاكرة البيانات المتعلقة بكل المجريات، وكذلك اللقاءات وورش العمل، ويمكنك الدخول إلى هذه المساحة والتعرف على الكثير، إضافة إلى أنها تسمح لتطوير البيانات السابقة عن كل منطقة وعن كل دولة. عندما يتم تعيين شخص يعني آخر غير الشخص السابق في منصب ما، يمكن إدراجه في هذه المنظومة بحيث الجميع يتعرف على ما يجري يعني. شكرا.
All right. Any more questions before I move on?
في أي أسئلة عند أي حد قبل ما نكمل؟ وائل، محمد جمال.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. The same.
Thank you.
I have one request actually.
Yes,
Not a
sure.
question. I can't see anybody in the screen. I wanted to see you actually. My screen doesn't show any of you. Or is it just vocal this meeting?
No, it's Adele, sometimes it affects the bandwidth of the presentation.
Really?
Yeah, so it's actually better to keep the video off until maybe once the presentation's finished, then you can share your video screen. But we can do that after the presentation.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's May. All right. Moving on. So the next section is about roles and responsibilities as well as expectations. I'm not going to go through each slide and talk about the different commissions' roles and responsibilities. It will be in the presentation that everybody will get, and it'll give you time to read through that. But just on screen is just the basic structure of how IWBF Africa works. So the president at the top, the Secretary General and Treasurer working as support to the President from the Executive Council office side, as well as the Vice President. Below that are the commissions. So we have the Technical Commission, the Coaching Commission, the Classification, and of course the Player Commission. And then below that, the regional commissions feed into those commissions. We also recently appointed a development and research chairperson, Dr. Yetsa Tuakali from Ghana, and she is going to help us with research and development and a few projects. So we'll obviously share more information once those research projects are finalized. From your regional structure, May is your Northern Region chairperson. So she is the representative that we talk to with regards to the Northern Region. All the Northern Region NOWB presidents and secretary generals will communicate with her. And as of the 1st of February, we welcome Adele as the General Secretary of the Northern Region, not the Southern Region. I'll correct that slide. And welcome Adele. So he will act as basically the Secretary General of the North, and already he's doing a great job so far. So we welcome him to the family. Within the Northern regions, you have the same sort of structure with a technical, classification, coaching, and player representatives. And then below the commissions are all the NOWB technical, classification, classification, coaching, and player commissions. Adol?
الشكل طبعا هذه الشريحة تحدث عن المهام والمسؤوليات والتوقعات في العموم، ولكن الشكل اللي أمامنا يوضح الهيكل التنظيمي للمفوضيات اللي هي على مستوى المناطق. نتكلم اليوم على شمال أفريقيا طبعا. تجدون أمامكم كل المفوضيات اللي هي الخاصة بالفنية، خاصة بالتصنيف وبالتدريب، وكذلك مفوضية اللاعبين. الآن الشكل يوضح هذه التبعية والمهام تباعا سنتكلم عنها.
Okay, great. All right, and then I've broken it down to the technical chairperson's roles and responsibilities. So I'm not going to go through all of this in detail, but it's very clear what their roles and expectations are. And then same with classification as well as coaching. Administration would refer to the general secretary's roles and responsibilities. And then, of course, player development. The one aspect that the Northern region still needs to finalize is obviously the appointment of a player representative, and I know Alassane is working on that. So once you have appointed a player representative, and again, I think this is a call to the NOWBs. If you have any specific players that you feel might be a good candidate, please make that information aware to May and Alassane so that they can bring them on board the players commission. Adol?
نحن مررنا الآن على عملية المسؤوليات والمهام، ولكن لم نتوقف عليها، سردناها سريعا. فيما يخص التوقعات، هناك موضوع اللي هو هناك منصب شاغر لمفوضية أو مفوض اللاعبين. فإذا كان هناك أي جهة ترغب في الدفع باسم أي شخص، بالتواصل مع السيدة مي فيما يخص هذا الموضوع، وبالتالي سيتم مناقشة هذا الدفع لمنصب مفوض اللاعبين.
All right, so that from my side, that is my presentation, and I think I'll hand it over now to May. We can then move on to if you want to have anything further regarding the qualifiers in Libya, as well as talking about the Egypt zonal World Championship qualifiers and anything general. So I'll hand it over to you now, May.
حاليا جاري خلاص تم البرزنتيشن بتاعته ووجه لي الكلام علشان خاطر نتكلم على البطولة في ليبيا، اللي أنا متخيلة إن طبعا عادل هتقدر إن أنت تتكلم عليها باستفاضة أكتر، وأي نقط زيادة عايزين إن إحنا نتكلم فيها أو نذكرها بخصوص كمان البطولة في مصر. عادل ممكن أنت تتكلم الأول على ليبيا. عادل, can you start with Libya because it's sooner?
Okay, yes, thank you. As you're talking about Libya and about first, I would like to thank the IWBF and Mr. Charles Sandros, and also Mr. Jerry Smith and May for your support. This responsibility that you provided me would give me more honor actually, and makes me more anxious to work more and more, go deep to the challenges and find them and try to face them. Our countries here in the North Africa, they need a lot of work concerning many aspects, like the classification, training, and etc. So talking about that subject of Libya and how Libya will organize this tournament, actually, it was a very short time that the IWBF
عادل معلش ممكن تقرب من الميكروفون شوية، الصوت بيبقى مش واضح ساعات.
Okay. So I was talking about the Libya. And, Wayne is going to organize this tournament under 22. It was before set for April, and then I asked you to postpone it, and you've given us enough time now, which is on June, start on the 12th to the 16th. We had several meetings actually with the LGC and the Ministry of Sports here, and they are all actually happy to organize such tournament in Libya. There's a lot of work need to be done in this short time. As you know, Ramadan is coming, also schools. So we are doing our best now to set up everything on time. Actually, more important for us now is not what's going on in Libya, because more of the things could happen in Libya are materialistic. But our aim now is to find out who is going to participate. The countries in North Africa, do they have national teams under this age? This is very important to us. I have actually contacted Sudan and Algeria, Morocco, Mauritania, and I've got good feedbacks actually concerning Tunisia. I would like to let you know that Mr. Habib, he apologized for not attending. Actually, I didn't know that this meeting is only for the executive, for us. I thought it's for everybody. Anyway, he apologized. He said he couldn't make it today, but he is there. There's another person called Shamsuddin in Tunisia. He's a newcomer. As Mr. Jerry said, we need to update all the names from the region. We have to reach everybody on time, and everybody should know about what's going on. Also, we need to get the information from each country. Now, as Libya is taking this responsibility for organizing such an event, we actually need very clear answers about who's going to attend. It's very important for us so we can arrange everything on time and we don't go through a crucial time and panicking. So please let me know about this. It doesn't have to be now, it can be any time, but please make it soon. Yes, Libya is very happy to organize this event. It's been since a long time since we have a peaceful event. So this is like the light is coming back to us. We have a project called Light is Coming Back. So this is one of the projects that the government will look at. That's it. So this is what I have about Libya. And if you have any questions, please do.
اوكي. السيد عادل دلوقتي كان بيشكر الجميع طبعا على انضمامه وان هو متحمس للإضافة والمشاركة. اما بخصوص ليبيا فطبعا في تحديات كبيرة، ولكن هم بادئين دلوقتي في ليبيا بمشروع اسمه الضوء. الضوء جاي ولا
عودة الحياة.
عودة الحياة.
أيوة، عودة الحياة.
في مشروع اسمه عودة الحياة علشان ليبيا تبقى تاني على الخريطة بتاعت الألعاب البارالمبية. طلب من السيد عادل، واضح إن هو محتاج يعرف في أقرب فرصة ممكنة الدول اللي هتشارك في البطولة إن شاء الله في شهر يونيو القادم، علشان خاطر يقدروا إن هم يسهلوا كل حاجة ويرتبوا كل حاجة في وقت مناسب. ده المختصر بتاع الموضوع. أما when it comes to Egypt, Egypt we still as I mentioned earlier, we need to send very clear official letters actually to Egypt and to everybody else, all the countries in the northern region regarding the two championships and and what is required, and also with the new organizational structure of the northern region. So we get a confirmation because the paperwork and the confirmation from the ministry and the Paralympic Committee will be taking time. This is one side from Egypt. The other side from Egypt, I would like to also to share that we have sent the federation documentations, and they were already reviewed by Gabriel from the legal, and they sent us a few comments that are not really stopping the approval of the federation documents, but it will be much better if we looked at those comments and added them to the governance or process and procedures of the federation. So this is very good news. I hope we'll be having a federation quite soon. This is regarding Egypt and the competitions. Another general point I would like to also highlight that we make sure that we take the attendance like we do in all our other meetings, to make sure that everybody is attending, and whoever is missing 2 meetings is going to not be able to continue, as far as I know, from the executive committee. So we need all to be involved and taking attendance. This is it. Maybe if either you can translate the part of Egypt.
No, you can do it actually. It's
Okay. بالنسبة لمصر، فإحنا كنا طلبنا من الاتحاد الأفريقي إن هو يبعت جوابات واضحة ورسمية للجنة البارالمبية المصرية، وأكشلي لكل الدول اللي تابعة للإقليم الشمالي بالأعضاء الجداد اللي تم ضمهم، وبمين ومسؤوليات مين إيه، وكمان بالتواريخ علشان نقدر إن إحنا ناخد موافقات من وزارة الشباب والرياضة ومن اللجنة البارالمبية المصرية بحضور البطولة في ليبيا، وبعد كده باستقبال البطولة التانية اللي هتبقى إن شاء الله في مصر. فمحتاجين نعمل ده بسرعة علشان نتفادى لو في أي بطء في الإجراءات أو كده. ده الجزء الثاني السعيد إن إحنا بعتنا الأوراق بتاعة الاتحاد المصري لكرة السلة كراسي متحركة للاتحاد الدولي، وتم مراجعته من الناحية القانونية، وتم إرسال شوية نقاط محتاجة إضافة، ولكن هي مش نقاط هتوقف الموافقة بتاعة الاتحاد الدولي، ولكن هم عايزين إن احنا نضيف النقاط دي. فبإذن الله احنا ماشيين في الطريق بتاع الاتحاد المصري، وإن شاء الله يعني يتم إشهاره قريبا. ده بالنسبة للجزء الخاص بمصر والاتحاد والبطولات. أما في جزء تاني وهو بتاع الحضور، فأنا أحب إن احنا زي ما بنعمل في كل الاجتماعات بتاعتنا إن احنا نسجل حضور الناس كلها، وعدم الحضور لمدة مرتين على ما أظن بيمنع بعد كده الناس المشاركين في اللجنة إن هم يكملوا. وده علشان خاطر نقدر إن احنا نمشي بإنجاز وبسرعة، ويبقى فيه كوميتمنت أو التزام من جميع الأشخاص اللي في اللجان. أشكركم. I'm done, Jerry.
Okay, thanks, May. All right. Well, from my side, I've got nothing to add, so it's open to the floor if there's any questions. And then we can, if not, we can call the meeting adjourned and get cracking with all the work that we need to do.
There is some Abdurrahman with us in the meeting. Um, who is he's one of the participants. I can see the name, but I'm not sure from which country. If I may
Morocco.
know. Okay. Thank you.
From Morocco.
Okay, thanks.
Abdurrahman, السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
أهلا.
أهلا وسهلا. مرحبا. أنا عبد الرحمن من المغرب، من الجامعة الملكية المغربية لرياضة الأشخاص وذوي إعاقة بالمغرب.
نورتنا في الاجتماع، وإن شاء الله يعني مستقبل جميل لكرة السلة، كراسي متحركة، وإن شاء الله نتعاون مع بعض جميعا لمستقبل أفضل وناشئين على مستوى جميع دول شمال أفريقيا بإذن الله.
إن شاء الله. شكرا لك.
All right, from my side then, any questions, comments? Ibtisam, I think we should appoint Ibtisam as the person who makes sure that the playing kit is up to IWBF standard. It's been quite a process there.
Yes, thank you so much for this meeting. I'm glad that I have attended this meeting. Actually, I have no comment except from I'm sorry I am constantly talking about Western Sahara, but it's really a serious issue that I would like you to take it into consideration. Because actually, what I believe that there is no belongs to Western Sahara. Sahara is Moroccan, so
sorry to interrupt, but I think we made this clear. Western Sahara is currently not applying and not on the list. Once there is anything new, we are going to update everybody. So we have killed this topic many times. So I don't think that it's something that needs to be more highlighted, because it's already discussed many times before. Thank you.
Yes, okay. So actually, I have no more comments. Thank you so much, and I'm glad that I have attended with you this meeting. Thank you.
Thanks, Ibtisam.
Thank you.
All right, then, May, from my side, I'm finished. If anybody else has any comments, otherwise we can.
في أي حد عنده تعليق أو أي إضافة أو كده؟ كابتن محمد جمال، كابتن وائل، عبد الرحمن.
Actually, no, thank you. It's a very nice meeting and very constructive discussion. So thank you very much for that. Great appreciation, Jerry, as usual. Great leading the meetings and a very structured presentation. So thanks. Thank you very much. Just one point, just to highlight that I will be in Tunisia this week on Wednesday for 1 week. So if Captain May would like any help from me there, I'm ready to do it with regard to the Tunisian Federation or something like this.
والله, this is great. Maybe Adel and I can discuss with you the matter privately. Maybe yes, we can see how we can encourage Tunisia to pay the fees. This is number one, and also check the under 24 ladies and under 22 players and see their status and get more connections. So Adel, I believe this is a good chance that we can use Captain Wael to make things happen in Tunisia.
Sure,
I
yes.
will travel on Wednesday, this Wednesday, inshallah, 21st of February, and I will come back 27th. So I will stay there for 1 week. And also I will discuss with Mahmoud if there is a possibility to have a introduction meeting with the referees there. So also it will be a great opportunity to that. So let's discuss it offline, inshallah, after the.
Perfect.
Thank you.
This is كابتن محمد جمال. في أي إضافة حضرتك تحب تضيفها؟ سام.
لا
من
لا لا
فضلك.
شكرا، كان اجتماع جيد جدا، واشكر الجميع يعني كلهم بلا استثناء يعني. وان شاء الله نقدر نطور اللعبه في طريق احسن ان شاء الله، ونوصل باذن الله للعالميه يعني ان شاء الله باذن الله. شكرا.
عبد الرحمن
Can I just add something, please?
عادل اتفضل.
Yes. As you know, we invited some people to attend this meeting, by mistake actually, but it's good. So if they are listening to us and they couldn't take part in the discussion, it is very, very good. Actually, we would like to thank them and say you are welcome, and please contact us at any time. Our aim, our strategy, as usual for the North African region, is to enhance the game and to reach everybody who's interested to support the game in the North region. I learned this from May, actually. She always asked me to make good connection with everybody in the North region, which is I did for the last
Networking.
72 hours or so. So أخواتي سيداتي، أشكركم إن كنتم حضرتم معنا في هذا الاجتماع. للأسف لم تستطيعوا في هذه المرة المشاركة بالحديث، ولكن في المرات القادمة سيكون لكم دور. إذا كان في أي استفسار أو أي سؤال رجاء التواصل معنا، نحن على استعداد للإجابة. نتمنى لكم التوفيق. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for the time. And just a final comment from our side: please keep going with the communication like you're doing. Have regular meetings like this, and from my side, always here, ready to help where I can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. If we can have an Arabic translation to the most important points, Adil, we will be grateful.
Sure.
To the
You mean-
presentation Jerry
Right.
just shared.
Yeah, well, he has to review them first. I can't remember them, but if you send them to me, I will translate it.
Yes.
Send it back. That would be like an awareness for everybody who doesn't speak English.
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much.
as I said, I will send you the recording of this meeting now, as well as the presentation. I will translate it into French and Arabic, but if you get it on the group and the Arabic translation's jumbled, Mr. Ado will correct the translation and then share it with the regions. I mean, with
Sure.
the country. So do not send it back to me and ask me to try and correct it, because I don't understand. So I'll ask you to do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, Jerry, Adil has to review it and send it to you again to review it again. The Arabic, the Arabic version.
So once he's changed it, I'll read it again and then I'll give you the approval. Okay, good.
Okay.
Maybe in 5 years' time, we'll be able to do that.
I'm
You
sure.
will- Thank you so much, everybody, and it was a pleasure.
Thank
أهلا
you.
بالجميع.
Thank you, everybody.